I've just had my water sip. Fine, whatever. Hey everyone out there and the nicest and the immense of space and brilliant internet planet. It's me Al. I tell you what if we take simple nothing and we'll be talking about it? Is that doable? Let's just check. Actually, let's try and see what happens. See, I kinda always roll around the point of making ramblings around nothing related to items and nothing in total. But namely, I would say that I've never done something like namely relating to nothing. Let's suppose that here is nothing. Here is literally friggin' nothing. And we're going to be reading out as many F words, maybe not F words, some cool words will be leaking out of that nothing, depending on what is that. And on my way home, I haven't figured that out yet, and probably we'll do that together. Is ours video shoot up tonight on wheels. So guys, nothing has nothing in it, and has a bunch of stuff outside of that nothing. Isn't that cool? Isn't that obvious? Correct me if I'm wrong. So nothing has empty hollow space in it, no inners at all, but our outer world is immense and huge, including us and the other elite and not so elite creatures and the living ones, dead ones, whatever, just speaking heads is me and me included, and probably if you are observing this shit, it's even worse than making those ramblings. You get what I say. Anyways, it's my piece of self-deprecating humor here. If you're out there, if you're still with me, relating to this nothing related to particular, namely nothing related to activity, that I applaud you for your whatever that attitude you would take. I'll be good about whatever attitude you apply to my channel. If you're still with me, then the sign probably that you're my counterpart in all the ways, probably not only in one way, big way, maybe in the slightest way, parallel in my track, that also counts. So no can do. Let's do some American pieces. So nothing, once again, has whole space in it. It has like the entire universe outside of his body. The size of nothing is pretty translucent. You can see nothing through them, and you can see if you are there inside that nothing thing, then you're just about to observe whatever outer world, the entire universe, some planets, I don't know, human beings passing by, some little gal, some I don't know, dudes, just random women passing by that nothing, and you're there, still there. If you're not detented there just for educated purposes, for the sake of speaking tonight. I put you there, or I put myself there in that nothing thing, and you're there, you're glaring at some asses, cool, bouncy breasts, whatever. If you're a man, that you get my point. So. What else? The pressure inside nothing is equal to the outer pressure that it has beyond it. It brings like being translucent ones, as I already put it here, and those brings are pretty. Let's suppose that this nothing this big of this size, like I don't know, like a regular ball would have that size, like soccer ball, or I don't know for what reason I don't like small balls. Maybe I do not like small dogs. They're like rats for me. Beside the point that I like all dogs as a breed, not even a breed, particular breed, but there are some I don't know stray dogs that I like them all, but I don't like those little ones. They're just creepy, and for what purpose? They were put here. They've been put here now, or just whatever. I don't mind when we've having the vast variety of living things here on our planet, but those dogs, they remind rats, is kind of humiliation over the whole species of all the dogs, isn't it? Correct me again if I'm wrong. I guess I'm not. So getting back to the tracks, speaking about nothing. I wouldn't reiterate the stuff that's said already. what I'm selling here, if you're still with me, I applaud you twice, or for what time in a row, I haven't counted yet. So guys, that object named nothing basically has been created by me, and I put it here, right here in front of this camera. If you don't see that nothing, it's not a sign that it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Excuse me if I mispronounce something. That's probably my, I don't know what attitude you would like to apply here. I'm being weird, I'm being depleted, I'm not in the mood, I'm being low, I'm being high, whatever. I just mispronounce. I said it doesn't counts. It doesn't count, or it counts, or I fucking forgot what I fucking said. So guys, believe me or not, you have a lot of stuff to talk around the point of nothing. That item that lives happily just in front of this camera, but being invisible now. And let's check your imagination. You have those storms like around the surface of some unknown planet, like Jupiter has that spot that whirls around and moves. So we could possibly have some similar things to closer to the atmosphere of nothing planet. Let's call it planet nothing, invisible one. And what else? It has oceans, invisible ones. It has, I don't know what, some living things being there, some birds being there as well, some I don't know what, invisible things like dead ones being alive. I don't mind about them being there. And what else? As we do not have any inner visible ones, we can just depict in our mind the picture of whatever we want to be there, right? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, for third fucking time in a row. So I'm not, again. Guys, and that nothing, the size of this nothing being round one, as I put it, as a planet kind of thing. And again, the sizes, they're pretty thin, or they're made out of air here, as we all breathe here. And not only here, you breathe there, and I'm breathing here. I'm inhaling my American sounds, and I'm exhaling my American sounds easily. I hope I do so. If I don't, then you know where to go and what attitude would I take. As for my haters, and not just people that I would want to my summer not loving the audience to be there, I do not touch that regard. Now what I'm doing here, I'm describing literally my nothing of tonight. Guys, that nothing has pretty much of stuff like, I don't know, some shops, malls, I don't know what, grocery stores, and there's water in the ocean, so that nothing planet, they're all just invisible as well, the whole thing. And nothing literally has beside the point that has nothing in it. Literally, it has like tiny things that you do about imagine yourself and what stuff you're able to imagine. All that stuff you can easily put there, and that would be right, because no one sees those things. Otherwise, it would be clear what's in that object, right? Again, if we don't see them, then we can imagine envision picture whatever we want being there, and everything counts as good as the right thing. No one can just tap into that space and say, just if I don't see something, it's not there, right? It is supposedly there. As soon as you don't see that, you cannot refute the fact that that thing exists there. If it doesn't, then probably it's not the fully pledged idea, because if you don't see something, it's the sign of like 50-50 ratio. It could be there, it couldn't be there at the same time, and any regard counts. So guys, I try to wring as fucking many words and ideas out of that nothing, so not another peruse my long story after night. I'm gonna peruse like middle-sized one, and my video should offer some uncommon session. I'll be doing the same shit. I'll be relating to this nothing object as I figure that out. in my video shoot of tonight. Thanks for being with me tonight. We'll be getting back to that idea of speaking about nothing. It's a pretty cool idea that came in my mind. Some might say that I went crazy, that I lost my mind. Probably I did. Who knows? Who cares about what I'm doing here except of you cool guys and you guys out there. And feel y'all. And again, thanks for being with me tonight, for your listening practice, for my speaking practice, for again participating in my life in some sophisticated way by watching this shit, observing them, and probably analyzing them. I don't know for what reason you're watching me, and you watch me on a regular basis. If you're my subscriber or a lot of subscribers, and maybe you're just random viewer or whatever. But I feel y'all. Thanks again for being with me tonight. Keep practicing, never give up, and stay uplifted and effervescent as long as you can. I'll be really on it. Bye. See ya.